What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Eberron, Arc 1, Episode 3, baby.
Still sweating after Episode 2. Literally a week just sitting here in this chair sweating, going, we almost burned the bar down, man. We almost burned down the bar.
Bar down my...
Could you imagine the thunder that would come down on us if we let Cletus's bar burn down? Oh my God.
I have a good feeling of...
Remember, Bill's chair is still broke, though.
Yeah, the rocking chair. Sorry about that.
Was it broke or was it just covered in lizard guts?
Oh, no, it's gone. It was under an eruption of lava and fire and...
Oh, yeah, we also cooked your Cornish game hens, too.
Yeah.
This is wing night.
Oh, and we have tons of lizard to cook tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Fresh lizard meat tonight. Remember, we got lizard kebabs, lizard steak meats, we got lizard soup, lizard
gizzards.
lizard gizzards,
Lizard, gizzard, and scissored. Welcome, everybody. Good to see your faces. A slightly more stable stream this week than the start of last week. Thank God.
Careful.
Hey, I've had enough Voodoo Rangers this afternoon where I can poke the figurative bear. I'm fired up and ready to go for this bad boy. We had a wonderful
Windows update them.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. Hey, I got all the updating done last week, man.
It's good to go now.
Can't hurt me now.
All right.
Anybody got big stream plans this week?
Sponsors out the sponsors. That's about it.
Are you playing Geo at any point in time this week, Cletus?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be my new thing.
Oh, let's go.
I'm gonna make that my thing now.
If you guys haven't tuned
putting
in,
a redneck in the middle of France and making him read stuff, that's quality content.
if you guys haven't tuned in, you need to catch Cletus for GeoGuessr at some point in time this week. It'll make your life better, I promise you.
It'll make your life better.
The small time that I got to spend there, we got to watch an old boy in his colors of duct tape.
Right, middle of Ohio, out in the fields of Ohio.
I wouldn't have guessed that was Ohio. I would have guessed farther more south than Ohio.
Ohio is a weird place, though. It's like half Midwestern, half real dirty South.
The two things I've learned is everything in the Midwest looks exactly alike, no matter what state you're in. And the second thing that I learned is in West Virginia, there's literally 7 churches in every block. No joke. You can go to any town, any small town, any big town. There are 7 churches on every block.
Tap dancing outlaws.
And a bar right next to Detroit.
Well, you know, they're the only businesses to
we
survive.
found some taverns. We actually found some really cute, like, wholesome taverns while doing that too. And it's funny because my chat, as soon as we find a tavern like along the side of a road, we always Google it and we look up all the insides and find out all about it. It's really cool and we have fun with it.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about like the
like
deeper dive. I was like, how the hell did you walk into it? What kind of some old boy with a Google backpack comes in there?
Yeah, right. No, we found this little tiny tavern. It's like a bed and breakfast out in I want to say it was near like the outskirts of Chicago, but it was like south of it. And as soon as I found it on the side of the road, it said so and so's tavern. We Googled it and we just checked out the inside and everything on their website. It was really cool. It was really neat.
This is so cool. Known for the black and blue cheeseburger and shots of Malort.
That's right.
Oh, Malort. Adam, have you had Malort? That was anybody in your Bell Vegas days show up with some Gypsum Malort?
You know, I've tried a lot of things where people just pour stuff and then hand it to me. So I'm going to say maybe, but I don't specifically recall. But, people, I worked in a pizza bar place. It was a little bit of both, right? And just late nights where, locals would bring in, the regulars bring in their own like stuff and just like drink with the owners. And it was just like, oh, you got to try this thing and this thing. And of course, if the owners tell you to drink, you're going to drink, I
love Googling it because I Googled Jepson Malort and it says it's not actually flavored with gasoline. Now I want to go down this rabbit hole so much further.
It's Jepson Malort is a Chicago delicacy, but it also runs deep with the American Outlaws USA soccer fandom. You will always find folks with Jepson Malort from their supporters to ours, and it goes into St. Louis to where like even our soccer bars like the Amsterdam in St. Louis have Jepson Malort. If Maxi is in chat right now, he's dying because everybody's been indoctrinated to what is best described as Satan's rubbing alcohol with a touch of licorice, which Trace, I know you'll hate, but I actually enjoy this. I've had a lot of awful licorice tasting liquors. Malort, when you're down in your luck in Eberron, it'll run recoil. I've enjoyed it.
A little bit of diesel, to fuel you,
I enjoy reveling in something that so many people vile so much as well. There's a little bit of my personality.
You just reminded me that you took my stash.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
You just reminded me, and you still owe me.
Runs on recoil.
Also gave me your really special bottle, or like the last of your drink, right? You slipped it in my bag.
I don't remember.
I didn't
drink it.
I didn't drink it. I just have it.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm already seeing the merch on this, a T-shirt with this Cletus Buford special, liquor.
The last stash.
Yeah.
The last stash.
It needs to be just like the last waltz front of it, but it's Cletus and his tavern, and it's the last bit of the moonshine that we dug out of the creek.
And Recoil's taking a shot.
So, before we pick back up and go right in, I want to thank my sponsor, Voodoo Ranger, for an entire year of indulgence. Thank you very much in fueling my entire community with good times. Thank you guys. Remember to live rangerously, but drink responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that voodoo's nice. It has been all afternoon. Picking up where we left off last week. And what I thought out of combat would be an easy 15 to 20 minute cleanup. We all channeled our Adam 1s. Please drop those in chat if you could. We need Adam 1s in here. What are they called? Oh, they're the hearts. These need to be like
the hearts. Well, I haven't figured out how to chain those yet, but it's a one.
Yeah, we're not cool enough. We try to be, but damn, that emote is. Channeling some poor rolls. We ended up with a tavern on fire. Scales running rampant. Recoil going unconscious on top of the roof. Bess going unconscious outside the bar building. But thanks to good old-fashioned grit, this band of adventurers that have been thrown together in the last few hours were able to fend off these lizard folk invaders and save their own lives and Cletus's tavern. We pick back up with the entire crew out on the disheveled front porch of Cletus's tavern. Lizard folk piled in one burial side and giant lizards piled in the other, currently being skinned by Bill and McDermott as they have awakened from hiding underneath the table. Bill with a fervor in him right now to make dinner, as he's been pissed off since he found out his Cracker Barrel chair in front was broke.
They broke his damn chair.
God damn chair was beautiful.
Sons of bitches.
It had just the right amount of hickory in it. You know,
Had the nice butt wear in it.
Yeah, there was a nice little spot for the butt in the wood.
and this ain't no lie, because I've seen it happen in my house before, where my mom almost slapped my father for WD-40ing the hinges on the cabinet because she said it was like removing a family member because of the creak
That's true.
that thing made.
True.
This was for you, Mama RoBear. You just ain't. You can fix it, McDermott, but it ain't ever gonna sound the same again.
That's right.
It ain't ever gonna sound the same again. Well, that went totally as planned. Recoil makes...
Was there a plan? The bar's still standing. I think that was the only plan, right? You guys come down the mountain, bring the lizard people. The bar still stands. That was the only thing we had to achieve.
Recoil
Only thing
looks
I
back.
felt like was the plan was you burning my damn bar down.
Now, that is not exactly how I intended.
Can I ask you a question, Recoil?
Yes.
When you turn around holding a giant flamethrower and pointing it at a 200-year-old rickety bar, how can you tell me that wasn't intended? You not know that that's gonna burn my damn roof off?
Your roof was about to become a lizard shack.
True.
So I decided to
Point.
burn the shack.
Okay.
Now,
Well, you did save our asses, so I'll give you that.
I got lucky. Rico is going to look back over at Umber, take his top hat off. I got a lot of blessings to count today. But I think we need to start off the top. Thank you, stranger. Thanks for another shot at this weird, wild existence.
You are welcome. It was not your time. The scale tipped in your favor. You have more to do.
Well, I'm glad you got this thing all figured out.
It's simple if you think about it. You live and you die. How that happens, when that happens, it is determined.
I think we should take a moment and thank Mage Hand too. Mage Hand went and got the water and saved the damn roof. That's most important, right?
Right. And who was it that brought me back from my near-death state? Was that you, Recoil? Or was that Leightash? Oh,
was me.
I must thank you so much. I don't even remember much of what happened. I was 1 minute had these lizard folk in front of me. I was out, and then I woke back up, and I don't really remember much. So I thank you for bringing me back. I thought that was it.
I'll tell you what, Vess. You're gonna have to be real careful next time picking on the big leader like that.
I didn't realize that I was going to make an enemy that quickly.
Well, he got real PO'd real quick, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, that was one of the scariest moments I've had, minus the time where I fell from a crashed airship.
Trust me, she's
ago.
handled worse.
Yes.
Speaking of which, does anybody want to explain what the fuck is going on here?
Yes, actually. It seems like you all have a bit of a lizard problem.
Cletus, I don't remember there being a lizard problem in this town the last 6 days. Do you?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. We ain't had no goddamn lizard problem up until today.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here then, because that is exactly why I'm here. Well, one of the reasons why I came out here was to investigate the species.
Your lizard exterminator?
Not exactly. But I would like to help you with the problem. I am here to learn, and hopefully we can learn how to take care of the problem.
So hang on a minute. We got this peaceful, nice little tavern in the middle of the field here. We got some friendly folks living here. We got Bill and McDermott. We got my friend Leightash.
Yep.
We've been hanging out, having drinks, doing what we do. And y'all crashed land, and all of a sudden we got lizard problems?
Trust me. There was no point of me wanting to land here, period. But
Oh, you didn't come for the liquor? Everybody comes for the liquor here. I just assumed y'all was here for the famous liquor.
you come here because you lost. You stayed because of the liquor.
That's bullshit. That ain't true. People come here from all over.
Because
That
they're
ain't true.
lost.
Don't say that.
This Wormcrest, it's barely even on the nautical map.
True. I didn't even see it on the map. On my map.
That's why we put it here, because there ain't no lizard folk out here.
You realize they categorize this place as a region because it's so small that no in particular source in particular.
Do you
Is
realize that's
worthy.
why we here?
So let me get this straight. You just set up shop here. No actual
Well,
decrees from...
My dad did 100 years ago, but then I took over, and now I'm here.
Well, that certainly explains a lot.
What are you trying to say? What
It's a
you
law-
saying?
I'm saying it's a lawless region.
Okay,
You're not governed
okay.
by the crown.
Correct. We don't have anybody to listen to. We don't have to do what other people say.
Okay.
Most of the time, we don't have to fight big ass lizards.
Well, if you didn't realize yet, there are indigenous people that are here, and in particular, they don't like large flying devices. I don't know exactly what they thought my airship was, but they didn't want it to be there anymore.
Oh, you know what? You know, I just thought about recoil. You probably pissed him off with that loud ass airship. That's probably what happened. We don't got no airships around here.
No, you do not.
I don't think we still do have any airships around here.
I want everyone to roll a history check. $12 for Leightash, 15 for Garomesh. Vest, keeping up the Adam ones.
Come on.
18. Keep it up, Vess. Keep it up.
I'm supposed to be the smart one.
Actually, I'm gonna throw a superiority die.
Tim, I have unfortunate news for you that you're once again cutting out.
Comes the hammer. Here it comes.
Don't use my second one. I accidentally hit it twice.
All right, how about that?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I had to crank up my noise gate when Amanda was in the room, so I just turned it off now.
All right.
So with my superiority die, it's actually 16.
Now we're getting all of your background. We're gonna find somewhere in between.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
So, everyone who is 15 or above, Vess, you innately know this. But it's a time for the revelation of everyone else as you kind of play this off. This is how we'll rule that this Nat 1. You all understand that House Lyrandar, a house of elven lineage, are the only individuals that can fly airships. Inside of Eberron, flight is 100% controlled by this house. And that bloodline, they are able to manipulate and control the actual elemental that is inside of airships. There's an organic component of which powers it forward. Now, there are cities that have sky taxis and ships they're able to move about, but those are what are called manifest zones, where these areas between magic and the material plane seem to cross. All air travel outside of that is governed by House Lyrandar. Of course, there's no actual place for me to put an airship in Kibara. Consider this some newfound technology.
And Vess, what is your studies on these lizard folk?
Well, the truth is, I don't know much other than they are a native creature of this land, Kibara. Really, I want to learn as much as I can about them.
Yes, that is more my question. I do not care to know about them. Simply why you wish to know about them.
Well, my people...
Go ahead.
My people for many, many generations have defended many different countries and the Shadow Marches. And we tend to try to study all of the things that could potentially be a threat to this world. These people may or may not be a threat, and that's what I'm here to learn.
Everybody's
One thing
got
I
their
can tell
reasons.
you, Beth, is that I could understand some of the stuff they was saying.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, I've got I'm real good at listening,
Wait,
and I was listening to them. They was talking at each other.
Vess like pulls out. She has this like big, like tomey type, like a journal, with like a bunch of papers. She'll see like there's like a map of Kabara and like a bunch of notes, and she's like, "Okay, hold on. What exactly were you able to hear, and how can you speak their language?"
I can't really speak it per se because I can't really create that sound effect in my throat, but I can definitely understand some of the things they be saying.
Oh, like what?
Roll a history check, Cletus. Flat 10. Two words that stick out the most from their interaction. Obviously, they were searching for supplies. But you could decipher two words, and those being Shadow Dragon.
Am I telling her this? Okay. Yeah, I think when you remember when you was out down on the front yard, out yonder, and then you had shot at him, and he
Yes.
pointed at you. You remember
Yes.
that?
Yes, I remember it.
Yeah,
Very well.
he had said something about a shadow dragon when he was screaming.
Shadow dragon.
Yeah, and then do you remember when they was in the back, and then the one was trying to burrow into my poop building?
Yes, the outhouse. Yes.
Yeah, I remember one of them said he was looking for supplies.
Supplies. What could they be looking for?
He wanted to resupply on yours. Is that what
That's
you're saying?
right. He's trying to get some of the good shit.
This is very helpful. Thank you, Cletus.
Yeah, I can talk to a lot of people. I may not look smart or sound smart, but I can talk to a lot of people out there.
Interesting. Bess. If these lizards are truly looking for that means there must be shortages wherever they come from. They're having trouble growing. Hence why they might need supplies. This is our first clue of where they're at.
I mean, recoil, a couple of big lizards like that, chances are they're going to leave quite the swath. I mean, you can look out for which way they came from and track it back. I mean, you guys can do that kind of stuff, right?
I think you would be a perfect contender to find these large piles of for us. Considering I saw some running down your leg when you hopped off the side of the house before I went unconscious.
Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter. What can I say? Wouldn't want to hurt my voice.
Wait, did you shit yourself, Leightash?
Oh no, when I saw that big lizard and I couldn't knock him off the roof, I got the hell off.
Okay, I thought he was saying you pooped yourself.
mean, he's making assumptions of things he has no knowledge of.
Okay. I was gonna make fun of you.
I'm inside checking your pants.
I mean, you wouldn't be the first.
Amanda'd be so proud.
We're going down this road again, huh?
Six. He shit himself.
Now, was Leightash the one who healed you, Vess? Brought you back unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. Just be happy you redeemed yourself.
I'm always happy with myself. What should I be happy with myself for now?
Birds. Recool's gonna go back to cleaning his gun on the front porch.
I look to. So it seems Leightash here is more of a regular patron, but. And then I look to Umber and Garomesh. The two of you are not from here. I would take it.
No. I am a wanderer, a traveler. I am, in some ways, a scholar like you, but more a student to life.
That's very deep of you. Do you have a specific part of life that you study? Guys study creatures.
I study, you could say, anti-life, death, the balance, the turning point, discarding and dissolving that which is unnatural, and upholding and protecting, and, when deemed necessary, and I turn to recoil, saving lives.
He stops cleaning his gun and looks back at you. So you don't find me unnatural. I'm just curious.
Do you find me unnatural?
Well, no, but I play by the laws and ideas of man.
Sure. Do you have a soul?
It's getting very deep.
Recoil pauses for a moment. Wisdom saving throw. Well, maybe if you want to know, you can take your happy ass and start marching north all the way into the center of the Mournland. And once you get there, if you find anything out, let me know.
I have been there. I have seen much. You are here today. Kalimvor allowed that.
Allowed.
I do have a question for you two. Do you mind if I ask my question?
I'm all ears.
I don't think any of us have the right to decide who's natural and not natural. I don't think any of us live the kind of lifestyle that gives you the opportunity to choose whether or not somebody is normal or unnormal. Because I'll be honest with you, working here as long as I have, I've seen all sorts of characters. You're not any different than most of them to me. You're just got a temperament. You fight good. You got a sensational love for liquor, and that's what everybody here usually likes. I'll be honest with you, I don't think any of us have any right to decide who's normal or not normal.
Roll a persuasion check, Cletus. We got 3.
That's a plus because it's his bar.
He gets to roll a double advantage.
I get all the
yeah.
persuasion. Don't worry about me.
All of the persuasions. They are yours.
Since we got 2 15s and a 4, I'm gonna take one of the 15s on that.
Oh, I clicked it once. Why did it do 3? I'll do
Hey.
it one more time just to make sure. Let me
No,
check.
don't worry about it. That's good enough.
Hey, we got 2 16s on that one. We're moving up in the world.
It just knows I'm at home.
I have no idea why you're throwing 3.
Yeah, that's one click.
Well, Cletus, well, I appreciate the sentiment. You weren't born with a tag. You had a mother. You had a father. You were given a name. You had a last name. Some of us don't have that luxury. Recoil. Well, that's just part of how I was made. As he shows you his tag and model number off to the side of his neck.
How is you being made or created from parts any different from me being created from genes and cells? We were still created, right? You're still here. You're living and breathing. I don't think you're any different than any of us.
Well, Cletus, I would say for someone who lives in a faraway land, that's certainly not the opinion that I'm used to throughout the rest of Covert.
Maybe that's why we got a successful little tavern out here, because we don't look down on nobody around here. Except for lizards. I don't like them too much. I'll be honest, I'm glad y'all showed up. If y'all hadn't have showed up, we'd be probably sitting here in a pile of rubble all torn up. If it weren't for you. Although in the back of my head, I'd be thinking you brought them with you. But the more I get to know you and Vess, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't just bring a bunch of lizards to tear up my little old tavern.
It was
Really,
not
there's
the
something-
intention.
There's something bigger at play here.
Yeah, it sounds like something big's about to happen around here.
probably
As
look
with
more
life.
into this.
There is always something larger at play. And to clarify, I'm difficult at times to explain. I do not care about weird or different. Look at me. I am created literally from the ground, from the earth. And I will return once my time is gone. But what I do is seek out and search and understand death and thwart those who would wish to oppose it by unnatural means. Things created, people extending their clock, as it were. When your time is up, your time is up, and you will return and go where you need to, for Kalemvar will help you and guide you there. You are not weird, Umber. You are created out of parts. I was molded out of clay. Cletus was created out of genes and, well, other things I don't fully understand.
My daddy and mama made me.
Indeed.
Are you
Yeah, they
sure
did
you
that.
weren't brought by a stork? Are you so sure that you weren't brought by a stork, Mr. Cletus?
No, I'm pretty sure daddy said it was a couple of drinks and him and mama done wrestled a little.
Ah, we are in Kibara. Umber, while I might not agree with your philosophical take, nor does the rest of the world give a shit. I appreciate you nonetheless.
Of course. And I would do it again.
So hot hands over there. You gonna tell us exactly what the hell you're doing out here in the middle of nowhere? Scaling trees and firing off crossbows. I know a marksman when I can see it.
That's just a hobby. I find things.
Oh, you find things, do you? There's a lot of people looking for things. I'm glad you were here while you were trying to find things. I appreciate your help.
Glad I was here too.
What kind of
Seems
things
like-
you trying to find?
Oh, we already had that conversation. You gave me the information I was looking for.
Yeah, you didn't really tell me what you was exactly looking for. You just got some info off me.
I got all the
Tell
info
me
I
the
needed.
Exact.
I was looking for someone of House Tharask.
Oh,
They
you
came out-
that's right. You looking for one of y'all peoples.
Kind of like me, yeah.
Now, Cletus, this would be for you and Leightash. How much time have you spent in Kibara since you got here?
Probably week, 2 weeks in.
Okay, about 2 weeks. That is kind of your stint. Like, at this point in your career, you're playing the VFWs in Kibara. Like, that's where you're at.
He's been around long enough that I realize he ain't gonna pay his tab.
How many journey covers have you done this week?
I mean, I have been playing Cletus's bar, so I'm probably going on my 5th or 600th.
Listen, he's been booed out twice, by the way. He's been booed out twice.
He stopped believing a long time ago.
Hey, I only play as a means to find what I'm looking for.
And that's
And he ain't finding it here.
God, I just completely lost my train of thought. You guys, you guys both know that House Thrask is here. One, because they're the house that's behind financing what this region is starting to be known for in dragon shards. And they have a massive interest in this region for it.
What was it? Were they interested in?
Dragon shards.
Okay, got it.
Cletus, I don't remember. Did you tell them about House Thrask? You know, basically funding all the shit that goes around here? I mean, they are interested in the dragon shards.
No, I don't think, not really. I mean, listen, in the morning when I get here, I unlock the door and some people's always be showing up with the liquor and, they come in, they bring me some of the finer things like the pork and chicken and stuff, some eggs, whatnot. But I don't really ask where it comes from. I just always thought I was real special. I just thought they was giving me free food. I didn't know there was a meaning behind it,
Nothing's free on this continent.
My food's been free for a little bit.
How long have they been bringing you supplies, Mr. Cletus Buford?
I would say give or take about a year.
Oh my.
Maybe 9 months to a year. It's like two really tall guys. One's really tall and then the other one's kind of tall. And they always come around probably every 2 weeks, without food and just want to know if things are going good. They just checking on me. And I thought they's real nice. I thought daddy, they work with my daddy.
And your daddy, he's never been into mining?
Oh no, he mined almost all of his life. Before the tavern, that's what he did. How did you know that, Recall?
I didn't. House Thrask has an interest in this region because of the dragon shards. Let's just say it's well known. I'm sure you've seen in whatever local papers, maybe a gazette here, that House Orient is thinking about bringing the railroad all the way through past these mountains.
I did hear about the railroad. I did hear about that. I thought that was going to be good for business. That's why, remember I told you that, Leightash?
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling Leightash we're going to get good business when that railroad comes through.
Only reason I thought about hanging around a little longer in this podunk.
He was like, I ain't going nowhere because there's going to be a lot of people who paying from my I guess we
talents. You could say talents.
We can call it music,
Pay me a compliment for once.
Okay. Pay me in general, and then I'll pay you a compliment.
I do believe we're almost all settled up on that tab.
True. I'll tell you what, Recoil, one thing I do have a question about is why my papa had left me a note, years and years ago, and he said if I'm ever in trouble, I needed to hit this switch. And remember last night when I hit the switch and everything got all crazy?
You would never hit that switch until then.
That's the first time I ever hit that switch.
Oh.
I never knew that this place turned into a goddamn armored freaking building.
Well, you would have fooled us.
Dad he just told me hit that button if things get crazy, and I did, and holy shit, I never seen nothing like that.
You might want to check, Mr. Cletus, if he left anything behind.
Well, there is a basement that I ain't told y'all about. You remember the ladder that Vest took?
Why on God's earth have you carved a basement out in this swamp?
I didn't do it. Daddy did. I always wonder why he had a basement here. I never really been down there. I just know that where the ladder is, there's a spot down. Look at the floor over there. There's like an outline of looks like a hole. Do you think my daddy had dragon shards?
If your father had dragon shards, I don't think he's in the possession of them anymore.
Why do you think them lizards come around? They wasn't just here for the poop.
I think you underestimate what anyone will do for survival.
Eat poop?
I've seen some shit, Mr. Cletus, in the last war. I'll leave it at that.
You think we should check the basement?
I mean, you have me curious. How long have you had this bar and you've never been in the basement?
I've been here.
I just want to go down there and see what's there.
Papa never, I never been down there because I didn't ever think I needed to.
Did your father dig the foundation of your tavern?
Well, he built the whole thing from the bottom up. Wait a minute. Could my father's mind be under us?
You don't know where your father's mine was?
No, I don't think so. I was too young. Remember, I told you he done been working in the bar so long as I can remember. He was a miner before, but I don't know. I was too young to know. My whole life, he's always worked in a tavern.
It's not a terrible idea to put a robo building on top of a mine.
Well, why don't we just go settle these curiosities then?
I like what she's saying right now. I'm curious. I really want to see what's down there.
Cletus, I told you that the sulfur smell's been coming up from the mine and not my asshole. It's been seeping up through the floorboards and your father's old mine down there. It's not me.
Bill, I just thought it was your addiction for pickled eggs.
Any more by the more, I would like to be the last person to eat the pickled eggs if you still have some when I get this goddamn rocking chair back together again.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. You're gonna have to look over at someone else. I didn't break the chair.
I'll be honest, I was asleep halfway through it anyway. Oh yeah,
I need some help.
Well, hell yeah, I need some help over here. if you've ever seen two individuals from the South too far beyond driven trying to fix something, it is it is where the anecdote of two monkeys football comes from.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Bill and McDermott over here are having a hard time with this rocking chair.
He's banging with a screwdriver on it and turning a hammer.
I can't get this curvy piece to fix in. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'll give a nod to Cletus, and I'll go into the bar and check out, and then you'd see me just kind of like look at some of the like cracked wood and the parts that have like kind of disconnected, and you'd see me just start to place those, and then I would just basically run my thumb across the creases and cracks and where things are splintered, and you would see as my thumb goes over the cracks seem to heal and get put back together as I start spending some time mending this chair.
Cletus, what else did you find this individual? He's like a green thumb, but it's a wood thumb. He's a brown thumb.
Umber, head up to the roof when you're done.
Oh no! You demonstrated the worst quality that you can fix things.
I think that the roof is a bit beyond my capabilities.
Give it a try.
The roof is not above my capabilities. It would be my pleasure to re-engineer it for you.
That'd be wonderful, man. I don't want it to, it's about that time of the year when those rains come in, and then it gets to raining for a couple days, and then, gets real nasty out, and I'm just not ready for Bill to take a lot of rain on the head right now. Bill gets real frustrated when things ain't right.
Well, I think Bill will find it quite hospitable when we change the material of said roof.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm 100% on that. So
I
about
can help.
this basement,
Yes. You would like to investigate your basement, which you have never investigated before.
well, I don't even know how to get in. I think there's right under the stairs there might be like a crease in the wood.
I was literally just going to ask if you even know where to go.
No, I've never been down there. Like, if you look where the ladder comes down from the roof, the floor has like a crease in it where the wood's different than the rest of the wood. And I just assumed that was is sealed tight, like sealed up as tight as a frog's ass.
Garomesh, fast, come on, let's go check it out. It's better than sitting out here on the porch.
I'll go look to see where he's directing our perceptions.
Vess would know. She was over at the ladder last night.
Yes, I don't remember seeing a board though. That was. I guess we can look.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's go see what's in the dungeon. I bet that's where him and his daddy and mama were wrestling.
Wait, you talking about? I never wrestled my mama.
Like, no, never. You never mind. It's just a child.
You said me and my daddy and mama was wrestling. I never done wrestle with my mama. Now you take that back, or I'm gonna make you owe some more money.
I was talking about how you came into this world.
Well, I sure didn't wrestle mama to come around.
No, your daddy did. I'm saying that's probably where he did it. I'm saying your daddy's probably got a sex dungeon underneath his bar.
Oh shit! I hope we don't find that.
Vess, I'm sorry. I apologize of all the places that I picked to crash land.
So close to one of the other towns. We were so close. We had to pick
Any
this.
of the other towns.
Any of the others.
You willingly traveled here.
It's true.
The information brought me here, sir.
Wait, you gonna have a problem with my
Sir.
tavern?
No. It's fine. Everything's
Not
fine.
the tavern, just the land that it's built on.
I did give you the rest of my good liquor.
You did. I did happen to see that, and that was very kind of you.
I bet you no other town would have gave you the best liquor in town.
No, and we will have to save this for a very special moment. Maybe the next time we almost
Well,
have a
remember
near-death
that-
experience.
Remember that next time you're gonna talk bad about my little tavern here, okay? You and Recoil over there.
Your tavern is the shining beacon to this.
Butthole of a town. You can say it, Recoil. It's fine.
Yeah, the town's pretty bad. You're right.
Does this qualify as a town?
Yeah.
Wormcrest
We've got a
is
bar.
indeed a town.
Is it more of a village?
Ooh.
A hovel?
It's got a bar. It's
My
a town.
grandma's place has a bar.
Speaking-
It's not. Doesn't mean it's a town.
Sounds like your grandma's place is pretty busy then.
Hey,
Speaking of hovel, Bill, I believe your chair is done.
I'll be damned. I need you to roll.
Ooh. We'll see if the creek is
It
there.
has the same creek.
Oh, yes. DC 18 on this bad boy.
Oh,
Mending will be your proficiency bonus to this D20 roll.
Just
Well,
three.
actually, it's magic. So go ahead and roll your spell attack.
Okay.
Baseline to fix the chair is 10. 18's for the creek.
Right. Ugh. 14.
You still got tavern blessed?
He actually does.
Oh.
Bill
Light it
sits.
up.
Bill sits down in it.
Yay! 18
Oh, you
on the
saved
nose.
me.
Let's go.
Amazing.
18 on the nose.
McDermott. I'll be goddamn. I even got the squeak in there.
I'll be honest, I'm not thankful for the squeak. Hoping that would help my man.
I don't know what you're saying. It's relaxing.
Not when you gotta hear it all fucking day.
That's how you can tell you don't even have to check on me, but you hear the creak, I'm just fine.
That's true. Well, yeah, maybe.
I just head over to where they're like gathering after the chair's done. Like I finish it, I look down, you see like a small smile with him being, happy about it, and then I just continue and give just a nice, nod to Cletus, and then go over to where they're inspecting this floor access panel thing.
Cletus.
Yes.
There is a particular name that you do know that is in charge of this township proper. And his name is Reverend Camden Langdale.
Good old Camden.
So exactly who is in charge in this township?
I believe that'd be Reverend Camden. I believe, if I'm correct, that's who the last person I know is in charge around here.
Good old Reverend Langdale. He's a cheery one.
Sometimes too cheery, if you know what I mean, Leightash.
Sarcasm. I love it.
We might have a little talk with the old Reverend in the morning. Let's take a small peek at what's in that basement.
Well, have y'all figured out how to get in? I don't know how to get in.
Have you tried lifting?
Cat recoils flamethrower.
No, don't you bring that out in here. Cletus like looks around and remembers that there's the spot where he can turn the place into armor. And I walk over behind the bar and I'm just kind of like rubbing around under the edge of the bar, checking around behind the glasses while you guys are peeking it out. And I remembered there was like this, it was almost like an extra stack of wood blocks in the back of the bar. And they were fairly nice looking wood blocks. And I reach in and I move them all the way to the left and push them up against the rest of the glasses. And there's a button. Hey y'all, there's a button back here. I didn't even know this was here.
How many damn buttons does this place have?
Dad had all kinds of contraptions in this place.
Let's watch out for the spinning steak knives around the door. We should be all right.
That's right. If you just stay out of the spinning steak knives, you'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Nothing to do but press it.
Yeah, but what if the whole place blows up?
Do you really think your father set some sort of device to blow up your tavern?
Yes.
As
Hopefully it's on a timer.
If I've seen how much you cherish this place, I would assume that your family cherishes it very much, and that they would rather die themselves than see this thing go down. The way you talk about it, at least.
I don't know. You've seen Cletus. I mean, chances are, if his father was going to go out in a flaming blaze of glory, he'd just blow this whole goddamn...
Perhaps you're right.
Yes, I mean,
press one button, turn it into armor, press the other one and blow the damn thing apart.
it'd be white so hitted. But you know what? The hell with it. You only live once anyways. Go ahead and press the button. I want to see what's in that basement.
All right. Cletus reaches down, pushes his arm all the way back in there, kind of tilts his head down under the bar. And you hear he pops the button and you hear the same noise you heard from the other button or the switch.
Cletus, roll 1d10.
And everybody roll dexterity saving throws.
Everybody roll a saving throw right now.
Tonight we all meet our gods.
I'm ready.
9.
All the gears start going. The winding and the clanking, and everybody in the room, you can tell, is like very nervous.
And my butthole's puckered just a little bit.
To note, Umber is not. Umber is calm, reserved, and just intrigued at what's about to transpire.
The roof starts to armor up.
As those gears begin to turn. "20 feet from you, Cletus, in the center of the room erupts into flame.
What the shit?
As these flames rise in a particular pattern in the dead center of your tavern. Into the table.
Bill, grab your chair.
Bill's in the rocking chair. He hadn't even left.
He's still rocking.
He's still rocking. Right about there. Carves out a perfect cylinder before those flames recede. I want you to roll another 1d10. Two. Roll a perception check, Cletus. And matter of fact, anybody else that's inside this room.
Garomesh.
Woof. All these dice are great. God, nat one.
Recoil might still be on the porch.
More ways than
Clean my
one.
gun.
Bess, Garomesh, Cletus. You smell the unmistakable smell of death. And it's not just another rat caught underneath the floorboards or stuck in the wall.
That's real death.
Dear.
You smell that too, Bess?
Yes, it's foul.
Bill, was that you?
Hey, I told you it wasn't me.
That is definitely a Bill fart if I ever saw
You
one.
got the septic tanks backing up on you.
You sense death.
It. That's for certain.
Umber will walk to the circle. Is it empty now, or is it just like there's like a hole, but like there's the wood still there?
There's a hole.
You would see Umber walk to the edge, and he would just kind of close his eyes and almost just start grinding his right hand a little bit, and you start to see some dust kind of fall down towards the hole. And then I would open, and my eyes would be kind of almost opaque for a second. And I'm going to cast Eyes of the Grave to see if there's any undead within 60 feet.
Go ahead and roll a spell attack with advantage.
Right. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Shit, just got redneck Goonies.
Rocky Road.
16.
You do not sense any active undead. However, you do
Told you,
smell
Bill.
Oh yeah, I could do this.
What is uncovered remains.
Okay, I can explain. This isn't from me. I didn't do this.
Graveyard or something.
It's not
Under here.
mine. I didn't even know it was down there. I promise. I'm gonna promise y'all.
Does anyone have a light? I cannot see. It's dark. Maybe a torch or something we can see how far down it goes.
I mean, there's a torch on the wall next to the front door. You could probably just grab that one.
RoBear, I have dark vision, so I can just peek down there.
Roll a perception check with advantage when you look down to this freshly burnt hole.
Oh.
19
Oh.
T's.
While you're looking, I'm walking towards the door to grab the torch.
17. Garomesh, when you look down, you can see old bedrock. And it's been polished at one point in time before. And you see the all too familiar signs of removed shards. And you see the bones. Of what looks like the entrance to a small cavern. That entrance decorated with the fossilized remains of what were clearly dragon shards arranged in the pattern of a rising sun.
Do I know through religion or
History check
Don't
with
know
a
if it-
disadvantage,
history? Okay.
and then I'll have you toss a religion check based off of it. You don't know why. But looking down there, you can see plenty of lizard folk bones.
Can I see down there too? Or is it just dark to me?
Now that Leightash has come back with that torch from the outside, you can stare down and you can see the indentations where shards were.
Cletus, you have an
is-
infestation.
Well, Cletus's face is completely glossed over. Like somebody who's, you know, a couple hours in on a Percocet high, just completely glossed over. He has no clue. He's in shock.
Cletus, you all right?
No, he had. I'll be honest, I didn't know this was down here. My papa never said nothing about I got cold chills right now. Like he told me about the switch to protect myself. And you know, I knew that there was one other switch, but that was one of those things where like I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to keep, you know, working and taking care of the tavern and keep it clean, and I never knew this is what was down here.
Kind of a genius your daddy was.
Well,
Think about
he was
it.
a hardworking man.
I mean, a tavern can burn to the ground, but if you want to protect something, you armored up, especially if that's what they were mining down here. It's genius.
Fascinating.
Recoil's going to brace himself over to the side, begin to unravel one of his adventurer's ropes.
Yes,
Best if you want to take a closer look.
absolutely. I was just thinking that. I don't mind going first, but if anybody cares to join me down there, I'd rather not be down there alone.
I'll go. And you
appreciate
just
it.
see me. How far down is it?
Oh, just judging it, it drops down about 30 feet.
Okay.
I'll let you guys check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this glass. It's the same glass he's been cleaning for like 6 hours.
Recoil bracing
gonna-
himself.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you're just gonna see Umber kind of like, almost like jump, grab like the edge, and then you're just gonna see him like jump to like the side of like the downward like bedrock, and then you're just gonna see him kind of like slide down the hole, basically.
Show off.
I'm a monk. I gotta do these things. It's a requirement.
He's gonna have dragon shards shoved in his ass.
Acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Oh
Ha
no!
ha.
See this?
You have to roll for
Let's see
it.
this happen. Do monk shit,
I
please.
feel it's gonna be another falling on the dress.
17
Right. All right. That's good for an Adam roll.
plus slow fall.
So Tracie. Oh, Tracie, that hurts.
Wow. Plus slow fall.
As we're preparing, like, actual, like, attaching the carabiners, making sure the shit's all set up for you, Vest.
Yeah.
We just see Umber disappear into the darkness.
Well, I wish I could do that.
That's a good way to get yourself killed.
Yes. But it was pretty cool. And I'll just hoist myself down with the rope like a normal person.
Recoil, does she know the cool ones usually end up dead first?
As he smiles, laughing back at you, she descends into the darkness. I'm gonna let you guys go refill your beverages real quick. We'll take that mini break. As they plunge themselves into the unknown of the Goonies underworld underneath Cletus' tavern. Y'all, we're gonna take a quick break, but I'm gonna stay with you guys just to let you know that we play D&D over on this channel all week. Thursday nights, 9 p.m. CDT. We have a campaign set in Baldur's Gate. Friday nights, part of the community itself, playing a commission game that is also in Baldur's Gate at the same time. It will be their second episode this week. Just wrapped up our Saturday campaign with the community, so we will be off for the first time this Saturday in quite a while, and I'm going to eat a piece of red meat and cheers to that off Saturday. But we will be back on Tuesday over on twitch.tv/raredrop as I DM the restart of our campaign coming off of our TPK. We'll be starting a campaign in Strixhaven, a school of magic and wizards set inside of that magic-esque world. We will be starting with third level characters, little babies, and I don't start there very often, but we will be starting babies over there, young adults. As they rise up, we'll be continuing with the same story. Torg will be a headmaster of that school, the enlightened ogre. But we'll be telling it and spinning a new tale, but with a very, very clarified point of view on who our big bad is out inside the universe, which I'm very, very excited for. Obviously, we play at 9 p.m. CDT over on this channel. If you guys have been wondering what these cards are that are thrown all the time, exclamation loots will get you in on the know and take you over the site. It's a way that you can support me as a creator in the D&D that's made on this channel. You can buy packs that help influence the game. You have to roll a dice and make the DC just like we do inside of our game, and then you are able to hand out that card. If you roll a natural 20, you get to hand it out twice. You can see modifiers in the About Me section on our lovely Twitch profile. You're able to get modifiers for how long that you've been subbed, if you have mod VIP, all that good stuff. It's exchanged down there in the bottom, and there are a whole bunch of people getting that first 1 year rollover right now. So GG's, it's the start of our time over on Twitch now. 1 year, pretty wild.
Crazy.
Aaliyah
Awesome.
and True Cruising, the first 12 monthers. And that's important. They get that extra buff. Also, just by lurking inside the channel, you can do what Ivan just did and redeem channel points. Roughly once a month when you lurk, you'll be able to get a free Stream Loots pack without paying anything, and you can play along with us.
Awesome. Yeah, I got a couple items. Chad gave a couple items out.
Yeah, you guys got those items.
I got one too.
Go. I'm gonna go fill up my cup. I'll be right back.
Do it.
It's funny you guys hit on the journey tonight, because I always have my guitar, being a bard, and the song I pulled out was Don't Stop Believing. If we were going to rebuild the tavern, it was going to be Just a Small Town Girl.
Building a town.
She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a country boy.
Living in South Kabara. That's
Working at the bar, he's never been anywhere.
and work somewhere I've been in the basement before.
Yeah.
Just a fresh new towel.
Yes, let's
Cleaning all
go.
the glasses around.
Yes.
It's our bards.
But he's got the same one always in his hand.
There you go. Strangers. Take it. Come on.
God. Strangers. No.
Up and down the boulevard.
Yes, go for it.
What boulevard? What boulevard? We don't even know if this
There's
is a town
boulevard.
officially.
It's a dirt road through the middle of this town.
Wooden porch.
Yeah. I love Garomesh. How many buttons do you have in this place? Like, how many are there?
Working on it.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
I was thinking of something other than a button, but I got
A lever? A lever?
My mind couldn't think of anything better.
I like
A
the
lever
little,
is
the
way
little
more like backwoodsy.
slide the lever over to get to the button.
That's right.
No, it's like that one Bible that you have that you just actually just rotate, and then it's just like
Yeah.
You should have done the Adam West Batman and just like flipped the head and pushed the button, put the head back.
I mean, Cletus seems like the person who would have like a secret basement his entire life and not know that it
Oh, it's perfect, dude. It's perfect.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
he's so dumbfounded that Dad put a fucking basement under there.
Dad was a dragon shard farmer.
That's what it's starting to sound like.
Daddy was a dragon shark farmer.
That's why the lizards were here.
Yeah.
No, I totally, before that person said in chat about the roof, I was totally going to trick you guys and say that turned on the roof. Then I thought, no, I think RoBear's already committed now.
I'm surprised it went this direction.
Turned on the roof.
That button's what activated the sprinklers in the yard.
That's right. I had sprinklers this whole time.
Well, now you can grow those
So
nice
hard
roses you've been wanting to grow.
Hell, I'll be growing some marijuana.
Wait, hold on. First of all, that's on the other side of the outhouse from.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We use the outhouse poo to get it nice and fertilized.
Well, that damn right. And plus, it covers up the smell. That way they don't know what's growing. I mean, this is town of Podunk hillbillies. They just want to buy it. They don't want to worry about it.
Right when I was about to say that it was the roof, RoBear like committed to the fucking basement thing. I was like, I can't turn it around now, but I was totally gonna at the last second say that button was to turn the roof on from that, like armor the roof up.
I made you roll on it.
Yeah, you committed on it.
Threw your curveball. I didn't know it was gonna light the thing on fire either. You guys are going to be without music for just a second. I'm going to re-import the playlist.
Is it important?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hey! You start making dad jokes like that, and you're gonna take my spot on the cast. So don't even go there.
I've got dad jokes for days. I pretty much piss Gassy off twice a week. The kid, one of his big things always to say is like, "Get out of here! Just get out of here! Don't do that again." That's what he always tells me. Don't do that again.
Sounds exactly like when I played Destiny with Rob. Don't do that again, dude. Meg,
Speaking of playing something,
take off your Dune Marchers.
Have you guys checked out the new Warhammer Vermintide 2 expansion? Have you seen it?
I have not, but I played them a lot out of Vermintide.
So Chaos, I forget what it's called, Chaos something.
Chaos Tide, some shit like that.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, and they added a roguelite experience. So you start with a team, your 4-man team, and you walk into the first level and you have nothing. You just have your basic gear, and you have to collect upgrades along the way and build like stats. And you basically fight the world of Vermintide, like doing a roguelike.
Jesus Christ! If you couldn't get your shit pushed in any further with that game.
Oh, and it gets worse. You can turn it on so Twitch can just destroy you. Like you have the Twitch chat integration too.
We experienced the integration and got obliterated. back in Mixer's first early adoption on that. Oh, they had full control. I just remember it just all of a sudden we're like, oh, there's one of them. Oh, there comes 4 of them.
Yeah, that was a ton of nope right there.
But I did watch you guys play.
Still will not touch that game because of that day.
We just went through like ultra hard mode. I still think it's one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen.
Well, I was going to see if you guys want to try the roguelite together.
Oh, I would love to do it again. 100%.
I think it'd be fun.
Not with the mix. The mixer integration had no balance. They could just literally, you could just do whatever. Like,
we had
instead of like also spawn this.
So they don't get to roll, but for every 60 seconds. So it's kind of helped out a little bit. It's not as hard.
Do they use channel points on it?
Yeah, I think it's
is that how they do?
It's just hashtags in the chat. I don't think there's any points or anything.
Oh, spanning mobs by button mashing.
Yep, that's all it was.
Right. Want to bring this music back in.
Have you looked at Tailspire yet?
Tailspire, why is that familiar?
So I've been building in Tailspire. That's the
okay. No, I don't know.
Tabletop. Yeah, it's a new tabletop. It's basically this foundry that you're using right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can build everything in the world. Like we can sit and build the entire landscape.
This is so cool.
Is this
I'm
your
looking-
first time seeing it?
Yeah, I've never seen it before. I just looked it up, and
I've been building it. I built a tavern. I built an entire goblin mine shaft. And everything you build, you can copy and paste to a new like a new instance, and then work like whatever you want to. So say I built a tavern, right, on an open field. I can make like a trail with like the steps that we would take to fight all the way there. And then when we get to the goblin encampment or like the goblin mine, I would cut the section of the mine and take it to a new instance so we can switch to that instance and then go down in the mine as the story.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm starting to get really good at it.
it's pretty good. It looks gorgeous too.
Yeah, they're the guys that do D&D Beyond have already integrated it, so now you can roll.
What?
Yeah, your rolls can already be done on D&D Beyond. Yeah, it's really cool. I was thinking eventually getting RoBear to actually take a look at it so we can maybe start building a world together.
That's what's happening right now.
Hey.
I'll have to check
I
that
think you
shit
would
out.
really love this. I think you'd love it, dude. It's so interactive. Like, I have some recording footage that I'll show you of us doing a test playthrough. And you can actually do all the camera shots. You can do zoomed in camera shots of their faces. You can set like predetermined camera shots in every move. So like, say the five of us walked into a bar, you can already have like 5 camera shots pre-set up for like the bar guy, your character, my character.
RoBear's getting really intrigued.
It's like ridiculous.
Like, oh.
Can you import your character from something like Hero Forge? Because I mean, it looks like they're those kind of tokens.
I'm sure there's something.
Wow.
All right.
So the integration actually goes even further than that. You can everything that you see in the world, like currently, can be grabbed from a outside sourced website that's already built and ready to go. And there is like over 10,000 builds already out there of people who've made them. So you can drag and drop like already, like the Frost Maiden that you guys do. Somebody's already completely created the Frost Maiden world and added the characters.
Wow.
Like in that game.
Dude, where these people find the time is
I don't know.
it makes my day.
Yeah, we should definitely look into it later on.
All right. Back in. Umber. Sliding down towards this rudimentary cavern. You're currently held on the edge as Vess is descending down with this torchlight. You let me know how you would like to proceed.
I just go ahead, and when I jump down and slide, and then I stop like on the edge before it descends further, I would just listen and just see if I hear anything, because I can't really see anything until she starts to come down with the torch. So I would just listen to see if I hear any other movement or anything like that.
Go ahead and roll perception.
$13.
Sitting back, listening for any signs of activity. You hear nothing but the wind creaking through the cracks of the foundation in Cletus's tavern. Eventually filled with sounds of rope as Vess descends down next to you, planting her feet on the edge of this circular entrance to this cavern.
So I'll immediately look down at the ground and start like trying to determine how many lizard folk like bodies or skeletons that she can make out down here, and starts counting.
And I'll like kind of go down like with her, and I'll just take the torch and just kind of like stand behind her as she's like goes into full scholar mode. And I'm just going to keep an eye out and just try to see what I can see.
Cletus walks over to the hole and like cups his hands together. Everything okay down there?
Yes, quite all right. There's quite a few of them. Few bodies, skeletons down here. But all is. It's.
What the hell?
Yeah. There's a lot.
That's just passing, looking by as Umber shares that torchlight around. You can see the bones are not just scattered and laid across. They seem to be embedded inside of this bedrock as well. Signs that they've been here for quite some time.
Wow. Truly something. These have been around for a long time.
Indeed. And they are not moving, which is good.
Yes. This is just a grave site for these creatures, and more than that, this is like actual fossilized. Like, it's been here for. Amazing that this has been here for so long and nobody knew. Question is how deep that cavern leads.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Unfortunately, yes.
Or fortunately.
You guys got room down there for more?
Yes. We're thinking of going in the cavern. Doesn't seem like there's any signs of actual life down here. Everything's dead, so I think it's safe to come down.
Should I grab some food?
We may need it, yes.
Do you want a sandwich? I'll make you a sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
I got ham and cheese, and I cut the crust off.
Put it in a little baggie.
I think I'll just stay topside, thank you. I can handle one more on this rope.
I'll go down.
Thank God that my mouth cast a check that my dice can handle.
A foresight.
As I start climbing down the rope, I look at Recoil and see that little flinch in his eye of like, shit, do I have this? And I go,
Oh, with a 20, it's good to go. Smooth sailing.
and they say Warforged don't have jokes. And I descend down there with them.
Leightash, how about you make yourself useful and get me a drink from back behind the bar?
I can do that. That's not a problem. Are you interested in a bite to eat? I was just about to make lunch.
As much as I would love to enjoy the fine Uncrustable that you're about to make, I'm really only concerned with the ethanol.
Well, let's fuel them up then.
So he just pours a bottle of just some really strong shit that he never touches.
Booker's. It's Booker's. I've been there. I opened it up. It's that moment when you're too drunk to remember that it's bottled in bond and it's needs to be cut.
The one you don't break open.
Sure, you told me to take the bottle over to him?
But it's deer
Yeah, just
camp, and there's no cutting this.
Just take the bottle over to him. He'll be fine.
I'll take the bottle over to him. You want me to
You should drink it or not, but okay.
you want me to feed it to you, or you got an open hand there?
I'll be fine.
Here.
Got like a
Just set
gas
it.
hole or something?
I do not have a gas hole.
Got that thing locked with a key or anything?
Here. Tell you what. I'll set it right here on this table.
You just press it in and it pops open. Just boop.
I indeed do have a gas hole. But you don't know where it's
He does
at.
have a gas hole.
You don't know
At
where
this
it's at. I got the guy.
Not interested in setting the bottle down, going back to the bar. I'm gonna see if I can help Cletus make some lunch.
I didn't know we'd be trying to
twists the
find my
top
gas
open
hole.
and turns around to pour it in his gas hole. He doesn't want us to see it.
Roll an investigation check.
Ooh, which one of us?
Leightash, who's got the bottle.
Yeah.
I've been mother all night anyway. You give a good once over, but you don't know where my gas hole's at.
Just gonna set the bottle down. I'm gonna look over at Cletus and go, oh.
I don't know. It took you like 10 minutes to figure out there's nowhere to put it. I don't know where to put this shit. Where do I put it?
It only makes perfect poetic sense that Loch Ness would come in with a party on D&D night while we're trying to find my warforged gas hole. Welcome, Raiders. We're just trying to find my gas hole on my machine. Don't worry.
Hey, is it over here? I can't find it.
Quit poking around there, goddammit. That's not. I don't have one. I just drink it. I told you I just drink it.
Just trying to help. I saw a hole. I wanted to see.
Bill from the corner. See your gas hole.
God damn it, Bill! You do not see my
hole's
gas
going.
hole. Can both of you just go down this hole? Get out of my face. For a minute.
Hey, he wanted us to go down, Cletus. I'm not in the mood. That's go ahead.
That's not where I work.
For the adventurers who have gone down, Cletus's hole, his family tavern's hole.
That's right.
I like going down Daddy's hole.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
What the?
People
I
come
regret
from miles
everything.
around to come in my hole.
No! It just keeps getting worse.
It does.
Well-
It does.
Apparently, all the raiders came for your daddy's hole too.
No.
They heard about it and they were like, "We're going,"
No.
and they're leaving. They're leaving now. They're gone.
Not like this. Not
Quit.
Not
like
always like
this.
this,
Can you
everybody.
fit in my hole?
Oh man. Oh. As luckily, most of you. It's hard not to say it. The cavern entrance.
That we climbed into.
Garomesh, Umber, and Vest now. Do you all proceed any further?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
further into the hole.
How do you do so?
Suppose I will go first.
So many things come to mind. As I say, slowly at first, and then I build up speed until
Well, you are sliding from the top to the bottom, so this would.
Oh my god. It just keeps going.
Is it moist in my hole?
Yeah.
What's the dampness factor down there?
I mean,
it's
it's a
a little
basement.
dank.
It's a basement.
Yeah, it's a little dank.
There
You know.
are
a
fossilized
skeleton
dead bodies down there. Hole's pretty dank.
I think I saw a bucket and a mop over here.
I regret everything.
And we all wake up. It was a dream.
Never mind. Retcon. That button. Armor on the roof.
Armor on the roof.
Would anyone like to stealth before they go into Cletus's hole?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll stealth.
Yes.
You can just ask. You don't have to sneak in my way.
Please, chat, do not look up that word on Urban Dictionary.
Okay. See if
We
we
gotta
can
stop.
we
We
gotta-
need help.
transition from big crayon back to small. Okay.
22.
I think I have a thing for this. Where is it?
I am the night.
Okay. Yeah. I can roll a superiority die, but I will not.
22 for Umber. Vess,
12.
12.
I got that big old average of 10.
As you all begin descending
The cavern.
Oh, about
Into
said
the
shaft.
cavern.
No, about said shaft. I'm not going to go there. Further in. The first thing that you notice are small pilot lights. That are still lit. Jettisoning out of the actual bedrock. You understand where the actual flame came from now. Not enough to actually light your way. About 15 feet down, it comes to a dead stop where the cavern is actually collapsed upon itself. Currently, Garomesh and Vess, you are both suspended. Umber, how are you proceeding down?
Well, they have the torchlight, so I can see. I guess I'm gonna just try and like find little nooks and cranny, and then just kind of parkour my way down.
You could also test the rope and make my day a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, but that would defy being a monk, and I'm a monk.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. Change it up. Okay, sure.
Well, you told me you were grabbing onto little nooks and crannies.
You know, but I was like, pa. It's okay. It's all right. Boom.
With style.
Nice.
I'm doing flips and shit. I'm on a dolphin.
Nat 20, baby. Let's go.
Monk stuff.
You're able to grip on it and hold, getting right before this collapse. You guys are able to tell that this indeed is, at least one point in time, the entrance to an old mine shaft. You can see partial bits of the timbers that were here. You can see it beginning to curve. but now long collapsed. Garomesh, with your history of House Thrask, have you been in any of their mines before?
Let's do the old-fashioned coin flip. Heads yes, tails no.
The real question is, do you mind?
It's a heads, so yeah, I have.
You realize that this place has been farmed.
Does it look pretty clean? Picked clean?
It looks old. And you can tell from the top of where those shards used to be, there's probably not anything left except for these old miners' lights. Still kept on just in case any pockets of strange gas would pass through.
And you said it's just me and Vess right there?
And Umber.
Okay. I'll turn to the other two and I'll just say this is a dry vein.
Figured as much. There wouldn't be much to mine down here. Still, interesting to know that this even exists down here. This entire mine, completely excavated.
So that guy upstairs had a basement. He knew about a basement, but he never sought to go down in the basement? Like, what if he needed some canned goods or something?
I know my curiosity would have gotten the best of me if I knew that there was a secret basement.
And all the buttons. I would have pushed every single one of them the first day.
As would
First
I.
day.
That is some restraint.
Best you know from the
Patience.
descent. Oh, go ahead, Umber. Sorry.
Patience is a rare commodity that should be valued. If he...
That's not patience. That's not patience. That's ignorance.
Well, we know your opinion on the matter. Or perhaps his father had suggested only in an emergency. Or he just happened upon it, and it was fate this day. We do not know his history.
You really like fate.
We are all bound by it, my friend. Even you.
If you say so.
Well, I don't think anything else continues. So perhaps we should climb back up, unless
Yes.
you see anything else.
You know some dead stuff. Does this look like graves to you? Like a mass burial or some death ritual?
Vess knows that the actual entrance to this mine is all man-made, and which is tampered with now. There's no telling if it was or wasn't. It has been since disturbed, but with her background, there's certainly something of origin over the top of this cavern, possibly before it was turned into a mine.
There could have been something here previously.
I find it peculiar that all of those skeletons towards the surface level, and I'm not seeing many down here.
There's another entrance that they were able to get to. or something. Just don't know why they were all down here to begin with.
Maybe there was a raiding party before and they were trapped down here by some magical buttons.
Could also be possible.
How you doing down there?
Great. We'll be heading back up in a moment.
Garomesh, Umber, Vess, who have magical items?
I do.
Oh, from
Nope.
from chat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
from oh, yes, I do.
I have 0.
Magic item D.
A lot of 4s were rolled. I appreciate all of the 4s that were rolled, though.
I've got a C, an E, and an H.
Oh.
Chat.
You have a lot
Homies, hooking it up.
Well, they got to
I
compensate
get it
for the
now. You
rolls.
just want me to play quiet character, so I shut up. I got it. All right, noted.
Roll a 1d10, Vess.
10. 4.
Well, this is fitting. Stuck in between those rocks, you see what looks down there, and as archaeologists as yourself, a perfectly fine bundle of rope. It doesn't take much badgering for you to remove this. And as it does, you see it begin to snake to your command. You find a rope of climbing.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love that.
Awesome.
I remember your pet rope.
Ka.
Yeah, Ka.
It saved
Saved
us.
Also,
us a couple times.
Chat just gave me an item F.
All right, let's do your item F.
How do you find out what items you have?
Chat will roll them and then tag you.
It's one of the cards that chat can buy.
No, I know. Where do I look? You said there was a place I could look.
I'm gonna look and see if I added any of those onto yours.
I see
Cletus?
a relentless and a protection.
I don't think they've rolled an item one on you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
There
hard to
was one
get.
earlier, but not an item.
Need a 1d10 from me?
Yes.
Ooh, baby. That's a 9er.
Let's go.
You find an old vial wedged in, somehow unbroken. You have no idea what the liquid is on the inside. Welcome to
Is it-
Eberron.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna do some stuff when we get upstairs.
I'm recording what it is now, but I'm not telling you guys what are in the potions.
Lit.
Umber.
D10.
Yep.
Or C. Item C. It's an 8.
Oh, they got me one.
Yep, you got an A. You and me, both. Rockin'.
You know those Encrustables you guys have been making?
Uncrustable of superiority.
This is very fitting. I'm incredibly happy with these tables right now. Wedged into the side of the wall where one of the handholds you found, you find a tribal dart. Plumage of it. You have no idea what was this actual fletching is made out of. It is a weapon of warning dart. I can honestly say I've never thought about a dart containing weapon of warning on it.
Pretty cool.
But there are crazy implications from that. What you could do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Next item.
Okay. Item E. Oh God, nope. Nope, go away. There we go. Nope. Oh God. There we go. Sorry. 3. For E.
You also find a vial. A small vial wedged down in between the rock. Contents, you do not know. Next piece.
All right, chat. This is the big one.
I don't know what to do. So I've never done this before. I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, I'll help you through it.
Oh,
This is the H.
Cletus, you got a B too. And an A.
yeah.
Come on, chat. Send me your energy.
Down at the very top of that collapsed mine shaft, you find a set of worn bracers. But they are stuck inside that rock, unable to easily pull.
Okay, can I try to like climb down and see if I can get these suckers unwedged?
How do you want to remove them?
Are they like really buried, or is it like something where I could maybe see about like, I guess me
Investigation.
actually, yeah. Umber would be, I mean, he's connected to the earth, so he would just close his eyes for a moment and he would just say, Clemvor, you bring me aid in the unlikely places. Always a test. And I'll just cast guidance on myself. And then I'm going to start kind of slowly like shimmying the rocks to see which are firm and which seem loose and which ones are easy to kind of move and others that might destabilize what's happening. All right. And you said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my great. Boo.
Oh!
Damn.
That's 2 20s for you tonight.
Two.
What is happening, chat? What is happening? Tracie, you can never leave, ever.
Blessed.
What?
Some things are just different when you're in Cletus's family shaft.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. God, your hole is amazing, Cletus.
Wow. Uncomfortable.
You look down and it's like Tetris for you. You can see the exact spot you need to move these rocks so it doesn't cause a disturbance. Like Legends of Lolo, you move that bitch and retrieve your treasure.
Hell yeah.
They're
Love
plus
Lolo.
1 bracers. When you move the last rock, you also find a small lockbox with the Buford name on it.
Some don't believe in fate. And this was just you guiding me. I think he'll need this. Answers. And I'll grab that. And then kind of put the bracers on real quick while I'm like, so I'm not carrying too much. And then I would start proceeding to climb back up.
As you both begin to make your way topside. Vess, is there anything you want to do and investigate? Topside.
Topside, I would like to look at the bodies of the lizard folk that we took out yesterday. And see if there's anything on them.
I'll assist in that.
Any leads, anything that they might have.
All right, investigation with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, let's
Yay!
go! More net.
Wow.
Woo!
This is ridiculous.
This just means next week's gonna suck.
And that's the week that Tracie leaves us.
I know.
Last week
What the
sucked.
heck?
Particular arrangement you recognize immediately as a religious sign from the Cold Sun Federation. Now that you have a greater perspective looking down below, you start to orientate yourself of where you're at underneath the tavern. Looking at the symbols of where these dragon shards were, you can see it marks at different points of where the sun rises throughout the year. Whatever this site held was significant. And probably the fact that cuts the deepest for you is that whatever reverence was on this site was not only tapped into and harvested, but whatever little essence that was left here still fires those small pilot lights.
Vess makes some notes in her ledger and gets ready to head back up, I guess.
I'm pulling you all up now. Leightash, Cletus, back behind the bar, you both find vials that even Cletus doesn't know what the hell's in. You'll be able to mark off your item A. Mark it
also
as...
got an item B, Cletus and I.
Cletus's forgotten stash is what you'll mark that item A.
Wait, did we just find more of my liquor?
Maybe.
Well, I can't wait what the C&D's going to be.
They're both flasks that look very old. Those are just your item A's. We'll get to the rest of your items at a different time. So leave the other ones marked. What the hell's down there?
Yeah, what'd you guys see?
Well, there is an empty mine shaft down there. And it is completely empty. Well, minus a few things, I guess. We did find a few things.
Dude,
So
your
my
dad
dad-
built this on a graveyard. Come on.
Well, I know he was doing some mining and stuff.
Actually,
Do you know how haunted this place is? You could like sell tickets to this.
they do say that things like poltergeists always, come from some ancient burial grounds and things like that.
Told you it wasn't me. Blaming me
Wait,
for
you're
everything.
You're telling me that my daddy killed stuff?
No, maybe not killed things, but like maybe it's more like he dug up graves and then put a house on it.
I actually...
Maybe there is a different answer. And I will pull out that box with his name on it. This is something, Cletus, that I found that belongs to you. And I just kind of glance at Garomesh. It seems fate had brought me to it.
I roll my eyes very prominently.
I'm too cool. I've seen too many of that. I don't notice. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm trying to channel Cletus, and then I hand Cletus
Nobody gives a care what you think.
I give him the case.
That old lockbox got your last name on it.
That's mine. Did my daddy leave then?
Oh, we'll open the damn thing up, Cletus. See what it says. See what's in there.
Okay, shit. Cletus opens it up.
Roll a 1d10 for me. Inside that old deposit box, Cletus, there's a piece of ore. And you recognize it immediately. Small set of tools that are inside it. Several fashionable bands. You can actually see that this is the box and the materials that your father used when he first made your mother's wedding ring.
Cletus's eyes are just slowly tearing. You can see tears running down the side of his face, through the dirt, in the muck.
You know, in
Put his head
particular,
down.
him being a proud man. And not a jeweler by nature. It makes a lot of sense now in those late hours he would spend by himself. Slowly crafting over time, because you knew he lost her ring many, many years ago inside the mine. He'd spent a lifetime trying to recreate that band. Something he couldn't afford to buy outright on his own. You find the remnants of his handiwork. But more importantly, there's a stack of his notes. This will consume your item B. But if you take the time to read your old man's notes, you can gain a basic proficiency in the jewel crafting.
Cletus walks over to the chair at the empty table, sits down with the box, slouches his head over, and tries to hide from the rest of us that he's crying because of the pain that he misses his dad so much. Most everything he did in this bar was to make his dad proud of him. And just even the mere thought of his father for a second causes him to erupt in tears. And he begins to read the papers.
As you go through those papers, there's not just notes for jewel crafting. There's some very early ledgers. Your dad was in the mining business for a long time. Not all those years were successful. In particular, you're able to glance over the top and find ledgers of great debt. But over time, tracing down to the bottom, you see a great windfall. By the time you're done with that balance sheet, you're able to piece things together that whatever was pulled from underneath your tavern is something that has saved your family from dire straits and hard times.
I wipe one of the tears off my eye, across my cheek, and I kind of give this like smirk, almost like a smile, and I hold the papers to my chest, realizing that all that work my dad put in was well worth it. All the time he left me alone for hours on end, days on end, weeks on end, when I was all alone, feeling lonely, no family. It was because he was saving us. And I start to put everything back in the box.
Recoil giving you the space, personal time with the own revelation of your whatever you found in this estate. He's just going to go outside looking for a sizable barrel lid, some way he can help fashion and take care of this massive hole in the floor.
Cletus, being as tough as he can be, closes the box up, slides it away from him, stands up and goes, "Didn't y'all want something to eat around here?"
That would be wonderful.
Yes,
Is it
more
an
of that,
Uncrustable?
or that
We'll make
dwarven
some
bread.
food. That's right. To get that bread going, would you guys want a drink?
Perhaps
Yes.
this is a good time to have a drink, I guess. Sure.
So he just grabs the box and slides it in his apron, grabs his towel off his shoulder, and starts cleaning the mug as he walks behind the tavern and starts making drinks for everyone.
Not long after, like a long evening, especially in this case with exhaustion, when those carbs first hit after that line of drinks, you guys find it hard to even raise your eyelids. Closing, opening, barely able to hold them up. If there's anything you want to do before pure exhaustion sets in inside Cletus's tavern, now's the time to do so.
When I get a moment, I would go up to Vess and just say, I find it interesting, the paths and how we walk them, and how each of us individually, some guided, some uncertain, and some by pure accident, could find ourselves here at the same time, in the same place. Don't you?
Is rather interesting, isn't it?
Some have been here their whole life, glancing at Cletus, and others maybe longer than they should be, looking at Leightash. And of course, newfound, fresh. I am here, but I do not know why. I have an idea now, but the cloudiness of my thoughts and understanding are simplified when it comes to you, in the sense that you are the scholar. And when the opportunity arises, it is important let you seize it. You are bound by fate. It will happen. Just as we all are.
Quite sure I fully understand your very open-ended words. You think that if there's an opportunity that I should just take it for why I'm here.
I do not grasp the understanding of, well, much, but I do have guidance at times, history, experience, and for you, I do not know what this opportunity brings, or what it is, or when it will present itself. But it is important that you act on it. You will know.
Take note of that, then. And she literally starts writing this down in her journal. Hopefully it's not anything bad. I mean, you're the one who always is talking about death. So hopefully that's not on your
Is
cards.
death bad? Do you consider death bad?
Oh dear. Yes, I mean, yesterday I nearly died, and it was not very pleasant, and there's still so much to do in my life. I can't just die.
But the act of dying, it may be painful, it may be sad, but death itself is not bad. It is a part of life. You are created, you are destroyed.
True, it is part of the natural order, but who are you to say that it's good for anybody other than... I mean, nobody should die unless everything that they've done has been fulfilled, their purpose. If I were to just have died yesterday without fulfilling my purpose for coming here, what would be the point?
But you didn't. We were here.
True.
Fate would not allow it. He would not allow it. When your time comes, you have fulfilled your purpose and what you are supposed to do.
Then it'll be time to die. Is that all
I
that
smile.
Is that all that you hope for? Is you just sit here in your life thinking about when it's going to be your time to die, or do you actually... I don't know.
No. If I were to die tonight, I would be at peace. For he would welcome me back, and he would usher me where I need to go. Death is inevitable.
You keep
My
saying
charge.
this he. Are you one of those religious types?
Some would say I'm religious, others would say I'm a naturalist. Some would say I'm crazy. Others, I'm just weird. It's not important. The mission, my directive, my path, my fate, all of our fates are important. I represent and focus on the balance. There is life, there is death. When the imbalance happens, when those who try to thwart that balance, to try to buy more time than what is allotted by fate, that is what I am here to stop. And I have researched, followed many to understand death, to bring an understanding and clarity. I have known many. I have followed in the wake of many murderers. I have seen undead. I have seen the morning, the day of mourning. There is a lot that is unnatural now, and it is important. My drive, my focus. So I am here, in this small village, with you and the others. I do not know where it will end or where it will go, but I am here, following.
But you trust the Order. Will you know when something is not as it should be?
I would hope. It is my practice, and it's not easy.
Dang.
But I am not controlled, or control the fates. Those are decided. I am merely a protector, as it were.
Well, perhaps it'd be good. It is good we have you around then.
Perhaps.
Very interesting person, Umber. I've not met anybody with such insight on the world.
Well, then you
Tell
should
you what,
get out more.
I'll tell you what, for a protector, I sure had to come to your aid last night.
And you did it quite well, my friend.
I ain't even a protector or nothing, and I came over and helped you.
You're not a protector. But what of this place?
I just made
You
good
protected it.
liquor.
There is more to you, Cletus.
I send a message to Vess. Vess. He just said that he's seen the morning. I don't know whether he's full of shit. Or that he's actually walked that line. What if he has? You have his ear. Mean a lot.
I'm not quite sure what that means if he has been on that line. If I could respond, I would.
You're
In
able.
my head.
Yeah, you're able to send it back to me. I'm not saying to pry him open like a can. If he brings it up again, ask him where he was at, what he saw. Take anything fast. Thank you.
Cletus notices you two just staring at each other.
We're not staring,
What y'all
actually.
doing?
We're talking telepathically.
What's going on right now? Y'all quiet.
This is not a high school dance, Cletus. You do not know. We do not send our tails from miles away.
Yeah. You could totally imagine Cletus doing that. Though. Why is everybody so quiet? Why y'all just why y'all just looking at
What
each other?
the bread's about to come up in a minute. Goddamn. Everybody's getting sleepy eyed over here.
Well, Umber, your talk has been quite enlightening. I'll have to pick your brain more on your teachings and all that you know, for my notes, of course. And I don't know, it's just quite fascinating.
I am just here to guide as best I can, as instructed.
And you, and I look over to Garomesh, actually. You are from the west, from the Shadow Marches, aren't you?
I came from there, yeah.
Do you plan to go back?
It's in my contract.
Well, I would have said you could have hitched a ride back with me and Recoil, but...
Are we there already?
That would have made my day.
That baby has
Sorry.
so much promise.
That actually does bring up a good point. I have no idea how I'm going to get back. I mean, it's not like there's any railroads around here. Well, I might be getting cozy at this bar for some time. We'll see.
Well, we do have some rooms east of here if you want.
Oh,
They got a couple rooms.
Consider yourself the first archaeologist of Wormcrest.
lovely. It's got a nice ring to it, I guess.
Well, you'll always be welcome here, Miss Vess.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, your choices to get out of here are the mountains or the sea. I'd recommend the mountains.
Really? Because I prefer the sea.
I came from the sea. The sea was an excellent choice.
The sea is lawless.
Which makes it an excellent choice.
Well,
Genesis will fly again.
I hope so.
I know she will. Leightash.
I start to feel the itis set in. I don't suppose you smoke, do you, Recoil? I mean, other than... never mind. That's a stupid question.
Are you putting words in my mouth, Leightash?
I don't know. I know very little about your kind, so...
Well, you found out he doesn't have a gas hole.
I don't know that. Just because I couldn't find one doesn't mean he doesn't have one.
I think I need a cigarette just having this conversation with you right now. Word of advice. Never put anything in a man's gas hole. It doesn't want you to put it there.
Got it. I thought that just applied to people. I didn't know if it applied to Warforged. I just,
Yeah, it's
didn't want you to get...
It's a thing. Old model thing. But it's a thing.
Ah.
I mean, I think that implies everything with a gas hole.
I'm going to go out and have a smoke now. So I just pull out my pouch and start to walk out the door, rolling one.
I will join you.
I haven't smoked in 20 years. But I think I might have one as well.
Hearing the conversation behind me, I've already got the first one done, lit, and rolling another one.
I've seen this before at my bar. At the craft beer bar, there was only one fight, but it was the largest amount of people I'd ever seen smoked that didn't smoke before. They were like, "This is so much excitement." By the way, the first punch was thrown while Ants Marching played.
Oh God.
Far before that meme ever came out. It was not on tune. There was no great memeable video, but it definitely happened.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Walk out with Leightash line of hand-rolled cigarettes. which is anyone has ever had that friend who's decided to do that in a metropolitan bar that gets you sequestered by about 7 bouncers and a very, very, very frantic manager. No, it is my buddy. He just hand rolls cigarettes. He's that guy. But at least we're in Eberron, so you know what? We don't have to go through that. Thanks for not getting me thrown out of the Buffalo Wild Wings in Eberron, Leightash. I was wondering how I could shit disturb this mall, this fucking what do they call them? Not mall, but outside the mall. Shit, lost the term for it. Oh my god, where there's a bunch of stores all in the middle of nowhere.
Outlet.
Yes, thanks for getting me thrown out of the outlet bar.
I mean, if there's anybody who's gonna cause trouble, it's probably gonna be me, right?
You can actually see recoils like lights in his circuits, like just kind of fire up just a little bit. Strip mall, thank you. Shit. Old outlet strip mall.
I'm gonna roll a d10 whether or not I get addicted again.
Oh, well, you know what?
I ain't getting addicted again.
Oh no, one's the bad. One's the bad, my friend.
Are they?
Oh yeah, you're back on that. You're back off the wagon again, my dude.
Slapping the arm.
But you know, it's a stressful evening. Might be able to kick it tomorrow.
Good for the shakes, right?
That's right.
I'm watching poor Cletus enjoy the cigarette a little too much. I'm gonna step away from him over towards the pile of lizard folk and just kind of kick around and look at him. Do that kind of half drunk cigarette in hand, kind of rooting through bodies and shit. They are ugly.
Give me a 1d10.
Seven.
Oh damn! Look at the texture on that dice. Holy shit!
That's wood grain.
Oh, I can't zoom in on it. That's a shame. Sorry, chat. I tried.
It's a red version of my my rosewood dice that I have.
That's really cool.
Cletus starts swaying back and forth.
Got ants marching in the head.
That shit's hitting him real hard right about now. After going in my dad's hole, this shit hits different. Them rolled cigarettes, that ain't filtered.
Oh yeah, these are Philip Morris Commanders over here.
Yep.
Unfiltered, make your teeth yellow off the first one.
Oh yeah. 35 years of drinking tea right there. One bit. Leightash, you reach in and you find this smooth, polished stone in a side satchel on one of those lizard men.
What the hell is this?
Small, strange symbol carved on the side.
Just kind of hold it up to the light. What the I wonder what that does.
Can we see him?
Yeah, you can see it in the light by the side. Cletus.
I was just saying, can I see him right now? Is he within distance of me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm just over at the. I mean, if we piled the bodies over here, I'm just right over here picking at them.
What you got over there? What'd you
Oh, no. Smooth looking stone. Look, it's got the symbol on it. What that symbol is?
hell does that? What is that? That looks like a fancy rock.
That was for skipping lakes.
That's a
Can I,
fancy lake skipping rock.
Can I do an insight check on this thing or something?
You give me an insight, Cletus. I want you to use your ability that you can use on. I know yours is on spoken word. It's not unwritten.
Yep.
That's right. It's on spoken
Yeah.
word.
I can't do unwritten. I can hear shit. I can't see it very well.
Don't worry, Cletus. I'm like you when I try to write words I've spoke that I've never written before, and I realize that I'm a.
So true.
Thanks, Google.
Alexa, what keedle beetle deedle?
I can't wait for that one to trigger everyone in the audiences.
Cannot find Tweedle Beetle Deedle.
This initiates a skill challenge on this stone. It's more than a skipping rock. You don't know what this symbol means, but it was obviously damn important to have in this old boy's rating pouch. Go ahead and give it another once over. DC 16.
Another insight?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Oh,
Hot damn, dirty 20.
Might know more about it than we thought.
Takes a minute.
Leightash. Well, you don't particularly know what this symbol means. It reminds you a bit of your lineage. There's a balance to it. It's not quite the darkness and the light, but damn, it looks close. And this stone, it has a presence to it. With that unnatural 20, you will skip the last piece of its challenge. You have a stone of weal or woe.
Oh!
You flip a coin. Heads for weal, tails for woe. You're able to add a +1 modifier to any ability check or saving throw.
That's cool.
One-time use or?
No. That's perma.
Oh!
But you have no idea which way it will go. In its ability
Wait, can it
check
be
or
negative?
saving throw.
Can
Yes.
it be negative?
Yes. It's
Yes.
50-50.
Oh, shit.
It's 50-50.
Fate.
Damn, that's a cool one. I like that. Is that my item C or D?
That one
Or yes.
is C and D combined.
Okay. Just making sure I account for it all. C and D. Got it. Hell yes.
That one's
Very
from
cool.
That one's from my homebrew list.
I like that a lot. You ever feel something that can tip the balance spiritually one way or another, Cletus?
All the time.
I think that's what this is for.
That's why I make that dwarven bread always tipping the balance.
Yeah, but sometimes it can tip to your favor and sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on how much you're willing to gamble.
Did you figure out what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's exactly what I'm telling you. It allows you to tip the balance, but it's a gamble. It can hurt you or it can help you.
Telling me that pretty rock can hurt you?
Everything is imbibed with a spiritual presence, especially magical items that can ride the line between lightness and dark. This...
Should I step back a little bit?
I don't know.
Is it
You want me to use it on you?
No.
I didn't want to use it on you either.
Yeah, I don't want you doing that. Because if it blows up, then I'm going to be hurting.
Well, considering you were willing to blow up your bar to press a button that ended up causing a giant fiery hole in your floor.
To be honest, I never expected to blow it up. I was expecting something cool, and you got something cool.
I mean, massive controlled burns in the middle of your bar is pretty cool, but I'm a guy who uses a flamethrower. What do I know?
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to step back about 4 feet over here, and you take a look at it.
I already know what it does, Cletus. I'm not going to use it right now.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, if I'm going to use it, I'll let you know. And if I die, you can laugh. Because you were right.
I want to laugh at your demise, sir. I'm not going to laugh at it. Okay, maybe I'll laugh a little.
He's a bard with a pet rock. There's plenty to laugh about.
See? Even he gets it.
You Calistar. Only people I know that will search a dead body and pull a rock out of their pocket.
It's still a very valuable rock. If you walk the line. Something I've been familiar with these past few years. You don't think I'm miles away from home for no reason, do you? It's not because I like playing shitty bars.
What is... Everyone have a prophecy out here?
No. Cletus, I'm gonna grab another drink.
Do you realize that some people just exist? There isn't a story. There isn't any rhyme or reason why you're here. That you're just here. Does everybody think there's some kind of destiny out here?
Yeah. Just like you were destined to crash land your ship and find us.
Go ahead.
The light is guiding you towards us.
For
some reason.
A lot of people back in the morning thought it was too. Look what it got them.
Cletus reaches his hand over and puts it on Recoil's shoulder. And kind of like almost guiding him to turn around towards him, but not like very forcefully.
He does.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Recoil. I'm real glad you came. If it ain't because of fate, or it ain't because of some guidance, I'm real glad you're here. I'm glad I got to meet you.
Oh, when you put it that way. I appreciate you. I appreciate you and everybody else for saving Vess. And my sorry ass.
That's why we're here. Just like he said, Recoil, we're all here for some reason. Something happened. Somehow you just crashed on up on the hill, come on down, stole all my good liquor. You know, this is all for a reason. That's why I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to nitpick you for taking the good liquor.
I'm just glad I didn't die on your roof, Cletus.
But I do have one favor to ask. Okay?
What's that, Cletus?
Are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you.
Can you fix the roof in the morning?
Howling, laughing as I'm walking towards the bar.
Told you I was gonna fix the roof, Cletus. I felt bad about it personally. And you give me this motivational speech, and then you give me timelines. I'm an artificer, damn it, but I'm not a magic man. I can look at the support beams on this thing. No one's updated in years. You just found a basement your old man made. You didn't even know it existed. Oh, God. I put my hand up over Cletus's shoulders. I begrudgingly and friendly bitch and moan with him for a minute. Back inside the tavern, Garomesh, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I was going to dig into this potion and see what this little vial here and see what's up. I'm gonna take out my alchemist supplies kit and start futzing and seeing what I can find.
Please do roll with proficiency. Got a damn honeydew list in my own D&D game already. D20 plus your proficiency. Oh, it went to the it went
With the zoom or the camera move thing again.
your character spouting off mathematical arithmetic.
What the fuck? /R.
You were deep in the sauce, baby.
I'm gonna miss this whenever
Actually,
we
I
all
got
get
this, I got
proficient.
Space
There we go.
1D.
That's what I got here. That's what I did wrong.
Calculating. If I take the /R and then the 1D and then
20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
nice.
Inside of this vial, this potion has multiple qualities to it. It can be used in one of two ways. The first that you detect is it's traditional. It can be used as a mind reading potion. But on the flip side of the coin, it can be introspective. And it can reveal things about yourself.
It's like a bag of mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity.
You have a potion of Joe Rogan.
There you go.
Yes.
Beat me to it.
Love it.
It can be used either way.
So as I'm toying with it and figuring out and mixing little vials and swishing, the 11th grade chemistry, getting all my beakers and stuff, and when I finally determine that it's safe to consume, I take that little pinky dip and give it a whirl, and at one point I peek up on my right side, which is facing the door, and it's almost like I hear something, and then my eyes just go wide for a second, and then I kind of pull back and kind of pull back into myself and compose myself again, and then I stopper it up, put it back in, and start putting my stuff away.
It's been a long day. I suggest everybody get their rest. I want to pay a visit to this Reverend in the morning.
Yes, I agree. Think a good night's rest and then a visit in the morning. How many rooms did you say you had, Cletus?
I actually got.
Hopefully you don't have to bunk up.
Well, I haven't been over there in a while, but
Oh.
I know. Well, I know the lady down the street. She got.
Oh, right.
What do you call it? A motel?
An inn.
Inn. Yeah, an inn. Down the road there. You might want to go check in.
Thanks for not offering us the shutter to sleep in.
Oh, I'd never do that to nobody. That's where Bill poops.
I think Bill's asleep.
He's asleep in that old rocking chair that's faithfully put back together again.
You can tell because there is no creaking.
The snoring lets us know he's not dead.
And the sleep apnea is kicking up.
Cletus, are you sure you don't have a button that will make some beds?
No, I've never seen that one. I got my bed in the back if y'all want to sleep on, on the same bed, but that's all I got. My old rickety bed.
Remember exactly how Patrick Swayze was sleeping in Roadhouse when he first got there? That's that barn over here to the right. 100%.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's what I was talking about, is that barn over there. That's what I was trying there. Like, there's a barn over there. Y'all can check out something over there. I don't know what it is.
Cletus is up in the loft.
I just sleep in the back.
I can sleep anywhere.
Hey, Cletus, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit and meditate in the bar. Like I normally do.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something, okay, Leightash? If I'm going to be going to bed and leaving you out here in the bar, you better not touch my liquor.
I only drink what you sell me, where I put on my tab.
Okay. I trust you. I'm going to trust you this time.
And the rest of these devils.
Grabbing all the bottles and putting them under the bar. Walking out. Turn the light off, too.
Always do.
Flashback, like bar closing.
I mean, I could sing closing time, but y'all can sleep here.
Please don't.
Wherever you plan to crash vest. You know what?
Well,
I'll sleep.
I suppose I will take a room down the road at the inn. if anybody cares to join, recoil.
Yeah, rooms cost money. You can meditate in the bar all night.
Recoil
Garomesh?
is going to sit out in the front chair of wherever you go, Vess.
Okay.
And while I don't need to sleep, I do have to essentially kind of meditate. I can still hear, see, and sound. It's just kind of have to power down. But he's going to take watch wherever you go.
I can picture Leightash like lean back in one of those wooden chairs with his boots on the table.
100%. Guitar in lap, boots on the
Oh,
table,
yeah.
head back, eyes rolled into the back of his head, just off in meditation land.
Steve Miller set's going to come on here at about 3 a.m.
Some people call me the Eberron Cowboy.
Yeah.
Some call me the Drunken Bard. Yeah.
Some people call me. Anyway.
Umber
Some people
Garomesh.
call me Leightash.
Where are you guys crashing?
It's been a while since I've slept in a bed, in an inn with a roof. Sounds pleasant for once.
I would actually Cletus, you mentioned that you had potentially some extra space.
Yeah, I got a fold out like it's a cot or something. It's not even a cot. It's like a fold out piece of it's like cloth and this stuff. It's in there. You can use that.
That would be fine. Thank you.
It's actually a sleeping bag. It's a fold out piece of cloth or something.
Pull that claw. I don't even. Well, I mean, Umber
Was
would
like
be used
hammock?
to this.
I don't know.
That's that's actually a bedroom and a half in San Francisco.
There you go.
Wow.
And it's still $12,000 a month.
Please, I live that nightmare.
Only place more expensive for less than LA.
As you guys both head off towards that small inn, and it's a spot where it's literally when you guys arrive, it's honor system. It's an old mason jar that's out front, and the keys set up on a box. There's several canned confectionaries when you open up the old musty door into a wonderful little desk and banquette. It is very, very old world country as you guys settle yourself in, but you can see that all the linens on the inside are fresh and crisp and have been prepared with care.
That's all that matters. Some fresh sheets, perfect for Vess.
As you guys find your own respective rooms, and it's not very large. There's the loft and then the 2 rooms on the main floor. Recoil sets himself on one of those old rocking chairs in the front. Takes a glance back over it. Old Bill and McDermott, who are passed out in their own rocking chairs. A little bit of smirk on his face as he rocks back and forth, and the lights slowly dim out on his eyes. Garomesh. As sleep takes hold, I want you to roll a 1d20. As you lay there in the comforts of this old country cottage, you can't help yourself, but your limbs and your eyes twitch. Like you're a sleeping dog chasing something in the woods. Animate movement shaking through your body. In your mind's eye, you see darkness. And you're holding your breath. You can tell that you're holding your breath. You don't know where you are. But you can feel this radiant heat all across your body. I want you to roll a perception check. Oh, that was a 1 and it just flipped for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You shift and move just for a second, and it's sand. And then it's like an instinct. You begin to raise up, bending your knees, pushing this rolled piece of leather that's over the top of you. Rising up like the dead from inside of this desert's belly, you stare back at a caravan. All of them with light robes, well worn. They have been traveling for some time. And you look up and you see in the center of that caravan is a large arrowhead. With the remnants of a flame that seems to be still lit from a bowl that is underneath it of oil. In this caravan of unarmed individuals, you raise up out of the sand with your crossbows. And you look down and you can see in slow motion your fingers firing bolt after bolt after bolt. And as your eyes close for moments, you can see these bodies and their red stained robes hitting the sand. Your physical body wakes up as you cough out a puff of sand from your lungs. And that is where we will end this week's session.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
Interesting. Very interesting.
That was awesome, you guys.
Fuck yes. It's D&D.
What a fun Goonies excursion.
Yes.
So many good rolls today. Holy shit.
Yeah, for real.
20s tonight.
Some good 20s.
Isn't that how it always goes?
It's gonna be all ones from here on out. The rest of the
Yep.
campaign.
We
Yep.
get to have one more lovely episode before Trace gets stolen from us next week.
Aw.
I'm excited
He
because
might come back.
Yeah.
we
I heard, maybe.
we always try. We always try. We're just
shall
gonna
see.
we're just gonna
When you
make the
get
most of it.
opportunity.
I'm glad that we
Seize
had
it.
a really cool opportunity that I didn't know was going to happen of you investigating Cletus's basement, which turned out into a cool improv moment.
I couldn't believe you guys improv'd all that. That was crazy. I just randomly said a hole and you guys went with it.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, you're this crew. We love that, dude. You can throw up softballs all you want over here. We'll do the same. You know, don't be scared to.
I totally had it in my mind to say the switch turned on the roof, though. And as I was getting ready to say it, you cut me off and went with it. I was like, all right, well, I'll let him have the basement then.
You can usually tell when you start, and then you see this like twinkle in RoBear's eyes where he's like, "Oh, I've got something for this," and you're like, you're
Yep.
going there, and then you see it, and you're like, "Okay, I'll let the DM overrule whatever I had planned." Because he's got something in mind.
Just add a little twist.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me have fun with your father's backstory.
No problem. That was fun.
Love where you took it. That was really cool.
Oh, powerful moment.
Yeah, it
really cool.
was.
Hell yeah.
You got to have the.
I had a lot of fun with it.
If you're gonna have a mine that was built with consequences and with regrets, you also need to tell the story of why. I think it's important. It doesn't necessarily have to find out then and there, but
That's cool that I got jewel crafting now, too.
yeah.
I randomly now have jewel crafting, so we
You're
don't know
able
where
to-
that'll take us.
Hey, you never know. You never
Yeah.
know. You got your old man's papers. You know how to make some country ass
I got his
jewelry.
tools. I got his tools, some country ass jewelry.
Going to the farmer's market. We're going to make some money.
So a little side inspiration on that, I'll give chat before we take off. My father used to do this to my mother with ammo boxes. He would hide what he was saving, and he would hide these in old ammo boxes that I used all the time to put my action figures in. I would put my GI Joes in like ammo boxes all the time, the old school metal ones, and
Heck yeah.
that's when I realized that's how my old man would secretly save up for date nights, or like if he was gonna take her to like Branson for the weekend, that's how he would hide it. And find it wrapped up in an old grocery bag.
Where did you get all this money?
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. He'd act, "What did you find over here?" Well, somebody must have left that in the house down here before us. You know, that ammo box is far too old for me.
Oh,
Come back
that
and-
game is strong.
Look what I found.
Great.
It's nice to be that age where you're like, money means nothing to me. This isn't an action figure. Dad, you've lost your money. I'm excited because I have a cool locale for next week. Very, very pumped. But I appreciate all of you. You guys were super, super generous and gracious tonight as always. Thank you so much for all of your lovely support and those cards. We still have
the
items to get to.
Yeah.
You guys go crazy.
Yeah, I got another F somewhere in there.
Oh,
You guys spoil us.
Probably have to find that in the lizard meat.
Bite
like
into it. What is that? It's a dagger.
Yeah.
What?
Well, the rest of us will be retiring. Don't forget, Cletus, you're going to be on later tonight, correct?
Correct. It's about a few hours.
Hey,
Quite a few, 3 hours? Yeah, I'll be alive.
we always joke about it not being able to sleep after D&D. Now you have an excuse. Cletus will be up over on his channel. Much love, y'all. We'll see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves. Bring the heat for Trace's last show.
Night, everybody.
Bye.